Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karina, and I'm coming to you from the Pacific Northwest, where I live with my partner, our two kitties, and my two horses that I'm going out to feed right now. So it is Friday, August 2nd, 2024. I won't have an episode out for you today because we are leaving in a couple hours for a memorial service. So, stopping by the trash can, I'll give you to get rid of the kitty litter. Our cats are indoor cats because I like the birds, and we do have quite a few predators around here with being in a rural area with a lot of woods. So I do have a finished object that I will share with you when I get this episode out. I almost have the ends weaved in, and by the time this episode does come out, the ends will be all woven in. So this is the creek bed. There's a little bit of water in it because we had 2 days of rain, which is unusual, and our pond, which was almost dry, filled back up. It's evaporated since then. So I don't know if any of the little fish in there, they're coho fingerlings, coho salmon, made it out during that time, or if there's any left. So this is the barn. If you've been here before, you have seen this view. Pasture out there. You'll see the horses here shortly. 2 Mustangs I adopted from the Wild Horse Adoption Program from the Bureau of Land Management. Odin, the gray one, is my riding horse, and Braggy is still getting his education. We've been working on trailer training, and I'll talk about that. Hopefully I remember to talk about that when I do the episode. So they're in Braggy's stall, finishing up some hay, or at least Odin is. Braggy could be in Odin's stall for all I know. I do keep them separate, at least for a short time at feeding time, so that there isn't much competition and they get different kinds of grain for their needs. So I am going to get to feeding. Oh, there's Braggy. He is right there. Hi, boys. Sure, if I pointed this out to you before. They both have freeze brands. I was trying to, so you might be able to see Odin's there. His are hard to see because he's gray, and there's Braggy's right there. So that's, they get freeze branded when they are gathered or rounded up. Long introduction this morning. I'm going to get to feeding. I'm back. I got interrupted. Randy came in to talk to me. But that was the finished object. So let me show you works in progress. I'm recording on my phone today. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit discombobulated. So I just grabbed my phone because it was easier. This is another K. Jones pattern. This is Winterfest. This is Knit Pick Stroll in Dove Heather. This is a colorway I can't remember, this main color here. And then this is a finish wool that is really quite thick. It is 80% finish wool and then 20% polymead. So this, like I said, I can't remember. It is either a hand-painted yarn from Montana or it could be hedgehog fibers. So I've made the heel turn, done the gusset decreases, and am working on the foot. So I'm just doing these one at a time using Chuggu red lace. These are the bamboo size 0. And another bag made by my mom. This is a simple drawstring bag made out of a garlic print fiber. So just sewn together with this nifty little tie so that I can protect my knits from the yarn murdering kitty. Another works in progress I have is from this book. This is Stephanie Lotvin, who is also Telly Bean Knits, and I am knitting this sweater right here. It's called the Backlit Tee. It's color work sweater using self-striping yarn. I am not using self-striping yarn. I am using I'm using a sock set from Legacy Fiber Arts, their old Cedar Mill colorway. So main color, contrast color. There is some overlap on the colors, so but there's enough contrast that you can definitely see the color work. So let me find the front. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place for the stitch marker that shows beginning of round. So this is the front. I think this is going to be really pretty. You'll notice that this rib section is a different colorway. I believe it is also by Legacy Fiber Arts, and it is kind of a mauve color. And I will do the sleeve ribbing and the hem ribbing as well. So I'm almost done with the yoke. What I did is I cast on for the smallest size so that it fits snugly around my neck, but then I did the increases for the largest size, which is like a 2XL on the yoke. So hopefully that will fit over my shoulders and my bust like it's supposed to, or at least, well, not over my bust, but you know, the part that goes under your armpits when I divide for sleeves. So that's the plan, is to continue knitting in that larger size. And I may, depending on how it shapes up and the body and how much yarn, I may end up playing yarn chicken. I hope not. If so, then I'll just have really short sleeves. But thankfully I have that third color for the ribbing. So it's going to be really stretchy because it's superwash yarn, and I use the recommended needle size, which I believe is a size 6, so 4 millimeters. And those are clover needles. Super fun. And I have a new cast on, which is not a sock, if you can believe that. So I have been participating in summer sock camp, and I've knit either 4 or 5 pairs. I can't keep track. I really don't keep track of stuff like that. Summer sock camp is hosted by the Crazy Sock Lady, and it ends at the end of this month. I promised Randy a pair of fingerless mitts. I believe this is a free pattern. Chili Podsters by Glenna C. It gives you different yarn options. So Barocco Ultra Alpaca, which is what I chose, or you can use any worsted weight or DK weight wool or wool alpaca blend if substituting. So I really like that. So they are a fingerless mitt with a flap that folds over for in case your hands get cold or your fingers get cold. So I'm using the recommended needle size, which is a size 3, US size 3, 3.25 millimeter. So I'm just starting on the cuff. This is a kind of a charcoal gray yarn, Ultra Alpaca, made by Barocco, and the needles are Chowgu Red Lace, my favorite. So let's see if I can see what the colorway is, and it might be a number. Yep, 6289. So I'll keep you posted on those, and hopefully I'll be done with those for when it starts getting cold, which, you know, you're going for a morning ride in September and October, you might want to have some mitts. I also brought, have the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits, also a free pattern, just for reference if I need it. I've made mittens from those. I made a pair of regular mittens and also a pair of fingerless mitts from those. And then I wanted to talk about a project that's been hibernating. So this is a long sock made from scrap yarn. It's a knee-high sock that's color work. It's too big, which I suspected it would be, but it's pretty. So I'm kind of thinking of finishing this one. I mean, I love the color work. It's awesome. And maybe making it just sort of a stocking that you would hang by the fireplace. So I think I'm getting close to the foot part. I probably won't pick this up for a while yet, and I may just knit. I should stop guessing and just tell you. So, okay, so it's from this book, Sock Knitting Masterclass, and these are the socks, and it looks like I am getting close to, let's see where I am. Oh, I dropped a stitch. What a tragedy. Oh, no, I don't think I dropped it. But I am going to hold on to that just in case. So bear with me a moment while I find a stitch marker, the locking stitch marker. So I don't lose everything, but it looks like I am getting close to the heel turn. Okay, I think we're secure now. So really fun, using, like I said, all scrap yarn. So Master Sock Knitting Masterclass by Ann Budd. There is a CD in the back of this. I don't know that I have anything that plays a CD anymore. I mean, my computer doesn't. So, not that all future computers won't have that. So I talked about, it's been hibernating for a while, and I have talked about ripping it out, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. There's another drawstring bag made by my mom. This is kind of, I bought Mom this. Apparently I bought her like a significant quantity of it, of this barn yarn scene, and she's made me a few bags out of it, project bags out of it, which I love. I forgot to show you the project bag. This one. So this one's a bunch of horses. Pretty cool. I have another frog. So this is a pair of colorwork socks out of that same masterclass book. This colorwork sock, these are toe up. Really neat pattern, but they're too big. And I think this gold color is not superwash. So, oh no, it is superwash. It says it right here, ultra fine, 100% superwash. So I think I have started frogging this one and just haven't got around to frogging the other one. Yeah, they're both superwash. So But they ended up being too big, so I'm not gonna wear them. I'll just use that yarn for something else. I know a lot of people like knitting toe-up socks. I don't. Cuff down works a lot better for me. I just find the heel a lot harder than the heel flap and gusset that you do from cuff down. So that is it for the knitting portion. I'm hoping that color work, the backlit tee, fits because I have lots of self-striping yarn. In fact, I have a new acquisition that I bought because we had a little bit of time to kill yesterday. Yesterday? I don't think it was yesterday. It was Friday. No, this isn't it either. So I did buy a couple skeins of yarn to make another color work. Hopefully I can find it here. I have a lot of project bags with stuff in it that I intend to knit someday. So I'm trying really hard to not buy yarn and just use my stash because I have plenty. So this is the yarn I bought. It was on the clearance rack, and it is a small yarn store in Ellensburg, Washington, and she needs her clearance rack stuff to go so she has room for new stuff. This is 100% organic merino. It says it's machine washable. My plan is to make another color work sweater with this self-striping yarn, which is also a Freckled Whimsy Spells and Things magic umbrella. So I think this will be quite pretty together. So I bought 2 skeins off the sale rack. So we'll see how that goes. So ignore, well, I could use this for, you know, the ribbing part. So we'll see. That's the plan. We went on a bike ride yesterday. It was very windy, very hot. It was right along the Yakima River, which was the person, Uncle Judd. He loved the Yakima River, spent a lot of time fishing and canoeing and stuff like that on that river. So we rode beside it on a rails to trails called the Palouse to Cascade Trail. We went westbound, which was good because there was a really significant headwind. It was probably sustained wind of at least 15 miles an hour with gusts strong enough that it kind of rattled us on our bikes. So beautiful day. We took our time driving back yesterday afternoon, got here to about feeding time for the horses, and just had a nice relaxed dinner and evening here. And it's nice to have today. Like I said, I'm gonna go out and work in the garden, and got potatoes to harvest, and we'll think about maybe replanting that area. It's by the barn. It's a old composted manure pile that was under black tarp for probably 2 years. So it's kind of a shady area. So I'm kind of thinking I'll probably put kale and chard back there and see how they do. And I may kind of rake it down a little bit because I want to use some of that soil just to augment some of the soil that I have up here. And so those are my plans. And you know, check out my squash plants. Tomatoes are growing. I should have tomatoes here in the next few weeks. So when things finally started happening, they started happening fast. Horse stuff. I may have some footage from a couple trail rides I've done on Odin over the last few weekends. So we haven't been real consistent about that. Braggy has been struggling with some of the trailer training stuff that we've been asking, my trainer and I have been asking to do. So I'll probably start working on that again, probably Tuesday. I'd like to ride my bike tomorrow. So, you know, I just really need to think about how I parcel out my time. You know, I need to make exercise a priority. I need to work, of course. And, you know, if the horses get less attention, I don't think they care. I mean, they don't have ambitions. They just want to get along in this world and don't always understand why I'm asking them to do certain things, like get into a rattly, noisy box. Why in the world would I want to do that? Well, I can understand why you wouldn't. But in order to be able to move Braggy from one place to another, he needs to get in the loud, rattly box. So, and I just want him to be comfortable with it. It took Odin quite a few years to really get comfortable with it, and I need to keep that in mind. I mean, I've been working with Braggy for, I'm guessing it's been almost a year, or maybe it's been a year. So, yeah, I just need to remember that with Odin. Now Odin just follows me in the trailer and does what he's supposed to do, and he's pretty comfortable with it. So there is that perspective as well. So I'm going to end this, the knitting segment here. I will include some pictures from our bike ride yesterday. I may include some other footage from other bike rides that I've taken earlier. Again, appreciate your feedback on anything. I realized the last one that I posted that it was really kind of loud. The road noise with the tires was kind of loud. So I need to think about how to deal with that. And they're probably, besides some additional bicycling footage from the GoPro, most of the footage of this is going to be from my iPhone. So I hope that works for you, and I will see you next time. Hi everyone, welcome to the knitting portion of my YouTube channel. I feel a little bit discombobulated because we were out of town for a memorial service. I talked about that in the introduction that I made Friday morning. Today is Sunday, August 4th, 2024. And I thought I would catch you up on knitting before I go out and work in the garden, because it is going to be quite warm today, and the garden definitely needs some attention. So I have no knitted garments on right now. I am wearing a UCLA t-shirt. That's where I went to graduate school and got a master's degree in biology. My degree is actually in oceanography. So, and I work in public health. So the path is kind of spiral. It's certainly not linear. I do have a finished object. I weaved in the ends and everything. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen these. So these are the Prairie Socks by Kay Jones. Fun pattern. I used Polka Dot Creek's Blanket Club, the June colorway. I know I started these sometime in June. Finished knitting on them probably Thursday, this last Thursday. So the cuff is 18 rows, so I did 6 rows from each color, and then the main leg of the sock I did 12 rows, so that looks like 48 and 54 rounds. And then I did the heel in this color, and then just finished the foot and the toe in this bright green. So fun socks, really enjoyed them. The pattern's fun, it's really easy, very easy to memorize. And the heel is the Eye of Partridge, which I really like that. I used Chalgu red lace, bamboo needles in, no, I did not use bamboo needles. I used steel needles in size 0, which is, I think, 2 millimeter. And I knit these in tandem, so finished them at the same time, which was awesome. The bag, made by my mom, quilted bag with a zipper, a nifty little handle, and a pocket. So dragonfly fabric with polka dot liner and a pocket for my little scissors and stuff like that. I use this bag all the time. I'm gonna drink some tea. Like I said, we were at a memorial service. We were in there, it was indoors. It was for about an hour. There's a new COVID variant that's going around. So I don't know if anyone was potentially ill at the time and didn't know it. So I'm drinking a mushroom tea that helps boost the immune system. Neither Randy or I have had COVID to this point, and I hope I get to continue to say that. I know a lot of it's been luck, a lot of it's been precaution, a lot of it has been we are generally healthy individuals. And, you know, we both work in solitude and are outdoors a lot too. So not a lot of opportunity to catch communicable diseases, but it's, you know, you just never know. And then there are times that you need to go to a memorial service and there you are. We could have masked, but gotten out of the habit. The only place I wear a mask these days is really in airports and on airplanes. Not sure why I didn't think to wear one at the memorial service. Part of it was really quite hot where we were. It was definitely well into the 90s. Thought we were starting our bike ride at that trailhead. It's by the Thorpe fruit stand here at just west of Washington. Here he comes. Randy riding through into the first tunnel. It bends, but I understand it's fairly short.